When it comes to video game skins, prices can vary pretty dramatically. If you want to get your hands on any of these skins though, you'd better have a hefty bank account. Either that, or you might want to consider getting a second or third job. While no one can argue the Iron Crown collection is not attractive, its total cost caused anger in the Apex Legends community. In total, there were 24 cosmetics exclusive to the Iron Crown collection. To unlock all of them, you needed to open Iron Crown packs, which featured 3 skins per pack. If you were somehow fortunate enough to get 3 unique skins in every pack with no repeats, that still meant you needed to spend $60 to purchase 8 Iron Crown packs.
Honey, you should see me in a crown.
Somehow, things got even worse from there. Apex Legends also offered a Bloodhound's heirloom set, but players were miffed to learn that could only be purchased once all the other Iron Crown collection cosmetics were unlocked. Players already had to spend a pretty penny to obtain the rest of the Iron Crown items, even if they were extremely lucky and didn't get duplicate skins in the Iron Crown packs. For some, being asked to pay another $40 afterward for a total of $100 at a minimum was a bridge too far. Can you think of a good reason to spend over $1,500 on a single in-game skin? No? Well, many dedicated Rust players can and have spent that amount and more on cosmetics. Currently, the most expensive Rust skin is the Punishment Mask by Stabby McStabface, which routinely sells for over $1,500. While the price does vary, it's never by much.
How am I supposed to make that kind of money?
It's called working, young man.
As of February 2021, there are only 4 punishment masks available for sale, and none of them are listed for anything less than that $1,500 amount. Why? Well, when Face Punch selected the punishment skin, originally called the Four Deuces skull, it only sold about 300 copies total before the seller pulled the item. For context, Rust had sold over 9 million copies by December 2019. Based on those two numbers, you can likely see why the punishment mask is in such high demand. Because there are so few available, only a small fraction of the Rust player base will ever get to own one. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds took the world by storm when it released on Steam in 2017. To this day, PUBG's developer continues to release new content via season passes, including new maps, weapons, and mechanics. Aside from game sales though, PUBG's skin market also serves as a revenue stream thanks to a handful of highly coveted cosmetics. If you want this next one, you'll have to pay up pretty substantially for the privilege. Around February 2021, a single ivory school uniform set was listed for $1,936. In May 2020, the same set sold for $1,447.40. Not quite as high, but still a not insignificant amount. According to the market page, most players will willingly buy the ivory set for under $200. If owners decide to come down closer to that price point in order to sell, this expensive PUBG skin could end up losing some of its value.
What's with you and the schoolgirls?
According to a report by Engadget, one of the single rarest skins in Dota 2, the ethereal Flames Pink War Dog, once sold for the staggering sum of $38,000.
Wow, cool! Wait a minute!
Why the insane price tag? Mainly due to its rarity. It is, as Engadget put it, quote, a very rare combination of the most sought-after courier type, effect, and color. When Engadget published its article back in 2013, it noted there were only 5 skins like the ethereal Flames Pink War Dog in existence. Looking at it though, you may understand why some find this particular canine a must-have. The pink hue is attractive, with a glowing mist dancing around the war dog's feet. It certainly embodies the term ethereal, but otherwise the ethereal Flames Pink War Dog is a standard enduring war dog. Whether or not it is worth $38,000 is solely up to the buyer, but whoever sold it for that price is likely a very happy person. Counter-Strike Global Offensive is a phenomenon no one can escape. Since going free-to-play in late 2018, developer Valve chose to focus on earning revenue from cosmetics instead of game sales. Things may be off to a good start, judging by how things are going for some of the game's more hard-to-get skins. According to Polygon, one fan paid a tidy sum for the rarest AWP sniper rifle skin in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. The souvenir AWP Dragonlore is autographed by professional CSGO player Tyler Skadoodle Latham. Latham's team, Cloud9, earned its place as the first American esports team to win a Valve-sponsored pro event. With the win cemented online, the anonymous buyer apparently wanted a piece of esports history and was willing to pay, wait for it, $61,052.63. The original collector Drone bought the skin for $35,000. Then selling for over $61,000, he netted himself a nice profit. Enough for a down payment on a house, a brand new car, or an adventure across the globe for an entire year. As a bonus, here's a supercut of CSGO players scoring their very own souvenir AWP. Enjoy.
Oh my god! No way! I got a dragon lore! I got a dragon lore!
In other words, find somebody who looks at you like these fellas look at their sparkly new Dragon Lore skin. The ESL Major Series 1 Katowice 2014 was a major Counter-Strike Global Offensive pro event. During this tournament, teams fought for a fairly sizable prize pool of $250,000. It was a once-in-a-lifetime event that most only remember because of replays and the associated skins introduced into the game. A weapon skin designed to commemorate the event once sold for an absurd amount, and the reason may surprise you. A special version of the StatTrak M4A4 Howl is the skin in question. The rifle features iBuy power and Katowice 2014 stickers adorning the stock and upper receiver. And yes, those stickers are apparently enough to make this skin worth a lot of money to some people. According to a now-deleted tweet from July 2020, an anonymous buyer from China allegedly purchased the rare skin for around $100,000, which is a whole lot of money to spend on a gun.
It wasn't even a real gun. Fake!
Yup, just some pixelated stickers on a pixelated firearm. Some believe this price set a record, making it the most expensive CSGO skin in existence.